Okay, so today we're going to be explaining how to multiply polynomials by double distribution and the area model. Using this factored form of a quadratic, we're going to figure out how to do it through double distribution first on this side and the area model on this side. So, to start off with, your first step in doing double distribution is to multiply the first terms together. The first terms, we're going to be using a system called FOIL. FOIL is first, outside, inside, and last. So our first step is to multiply the first terms, these two. That is x squared. Our second step is to multiply the first term, the outside terms. The outside terms. Multiply the outside terms. That is going to look like this. So then you'd have plus 2x. Because this is a positive sign, your number is going to be positive. Your third step is going to be multiplying the inside terms. That is going to be these two. Once again, you have a positive sign, so you're going to be getting 3x. And your last step with FOIL is to multiply what's left. And that is going to be here. So then, you're going to get 6. 3 times 2 is 6. Finally, to end your double distribution method, you are going to be simplifying the equation and figuring out how to get it to its simplest form. This is going to be combining like terms. So simplify by combining like terms. Simplify by combining like terms. So, this is a like term with this one. Because there is only x, imagine there is an exponent here, but it's 1. You don't have x squared here, you have x to the first power. You don't have an x here, so you just have 6. This is our constant. This is what makes it a quadratic. So you get x squared plus 5x plus 6. That is how you do double distribution. Now, we're going to use the same factored form, but we're going to use a method called the area model. With this method, we're using a square. Like that. This method is slightly different, but it works just as well as FOIL and double distribution. With the area method, you need to put, first step is to put the polynomials on the outside of the box. Here you have your box. your first step is to put this here and this here. You have put your polynomials on the outside of the box. Your second step is to multiply terms together. Multiply terms together. In order to do this, you look at where the terms are going to be crossing. These two terms cross here. So x times x, you get x squared. X times 3, you get 3x. X times 2, you get 2x. And then 2 times 3, you get 6. Pretty simple. Your third step is to write out the numbers in the box. So write out the numbers in the box. The numbers in the box are numbers or terms in the box. You have 4 terms here. So here you have x squared plus 3x plus 2x plus 6. And then your last and final step is to simplify by combining like terms. By combining like terms. Here, once again, you have 3x and 2x that are your like terms. So you get x squared plus 3x, no, plus 5x, sorry, because you're adding 3 and 2, plus 6. Y equals x squared plus 5x plus 6. This is your standard form. And that is how you multiply polynomials by double distribution and the area model. This is also an example of multiplying 2 linear binomials together. Because this is your rate of change and this is your y-intercept. These are both linear equations because you have y equals mx plus b. Your b in this case, let's just use this for an example, would be 3 plus 3. This is your b. This x is your mx because you have 1 x. This is your m, and this is your x. Therefore, you have a linear equation, 1x plus 3, or y equals mx plus b. Now, we are going to use another example with the area model and with FOIL. Our next example is going to be x plus 2 and x plus 4. I want you to pause the video and try to do this one on your own. Once you finish solving the problem, come back and play the video so that way you can discover what the answer is. So here, we're going to do double distribution first. So, FOIL. First, outside, inside, last. Our first step, multiply the first terms together. X squared. Second step, multiply the outside terms together. 4x. Third step, inside terms, plus 2x. And fourth step, plus 8. And then our last step, simplify by combining like terms. 4x and 2x combine, because they're like terms, x squared plus 6x plus 8. Y equals. That is your answer for that one. For our next example, we're going to do this. We're going to do x plus 4 times x minus 4. This is going to end up a little different. So, I want you to try this one with the area model. And come back after you pause the video and solve this problem. And I will show you how to get the right answer. Okay, so for this example, we're drawing our square, divide it into our quadrants, and then our first step is put the polynomials on the outside of the box. X plus 4, x minus 4. Here you have x squared, here you have 4x, here you have negative 4x, and here you have negative 16. Because negative 4 times 4 is 16. A negative times a positive is a negative, positive times a positive is a positive, and a negative times a negative is a positive. Our third step is to write out the numbers in the box. X squared plus 4x minus 4x minus 16. We're going to combine like terms, 4x and negative 4x, and you get x squared minus 16. X squared minus 16. Y equals x squared minus 16. Here is your answer. The reason why we don't get an x term, which is where you would usually find it in ax squared plus bx plus c, this is the standard form of a quadratic equation. But we don't have a b of x because positive 4x and negative 4x cancel each other out. Therefore, you don't get a b of x. This is going to be your answer for the last example.